Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be doing yet again another unboxing. Now last week we did this unboxing. This is 7, I know of course there's not 7 planes here, I added in a few more to compare them to, but 7 of the Gemini Jets aircraft. This one isn't going to be a Gemini Jets unboxing. We've got 2 other companies, both of which are separate companies. They're both in here and I'm going to unbox them in this video. So this was kind of like a part 1. And then this is now part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, go and check that out before you check out this one. If you are interested in some of the planes you see here, go check that one out and then you can come here for like a part 2, I guess you could say. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get into the unboxing. So the first one that I'm very, very excited to unbox, because this is going to be a very interesting one to compare to some Gemini Jets aircraft. We have this. Without the glare, we have the NG models. Aer Lingus A321neo. Now, the A321neo from Gemini Jets is an awful model. I have the Wow Air. I think I'll go get it now. Yeah, this is the Wow Air A321neo from Gemini Jets. It's a little bit awful just because of the engine sizes and all of that. The Neo aircraft and the, well, you know, A320 family, as you can see by the part 1, they are getting better than, but the Neo family, they're still awful at making them from Gemini Jets. So it's going to be interesting to see how NG models go about this one. This is, of course, the first A320 family aircraft that I have got from NG models. I've got the 737 from them, the 757, and then I think some others, but I can't really remember. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and unbox this one now. There are rumours, of course, well, not rumours, it's kind of like a fact at this point, that Aer Lingus are going to be starting flying their A321neo to Washington Dulles, so that is why I got this one. And the NG models boxes, they're always so hard to open, but I'll get this out somehow. And we have it in a cardboard box. That's interesting. They always find interesting ways of storing their aircraft, I guess you could say. But this was originally foam, but now it's cardboard. I don't really know what the situation... Okay, so we've got a cardboard box, and then it's just in the regular plastic thing. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of the box. Yes, this is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. So here we have the NG models A321neo, and just just from the get-go you can see the engine sizes. I'm going to zoom this in now. You can see the different sizes in those engines. Look at the size of the Gemini Jets ones, and then look at the size of the NG ones. That is just, yeah, that's a lot more realistic, and they're not scraping along the ground as much as the Gemini Jets ones were. So I'm going to go into detail on the NG one now. I'm going to forget about the Gemini Jets ones. Wow Air, I don't even need that plane anymore. So there we go. Zooming in on the Aer Lingus now. You can see that it is a very nice model. This is my 3rd Aer Lingus model within a, well, I would say within a year, but I actually got my A330-200 a little over a year ago, and then I got my A330-300. I don't actually know when I got that one, but yeah, this is my 2nd Aer Lingus aircraft in the new livery, and I am a fan of it, I have to say. I do like the green as well, this very dark green. It's a very nice shade of green. I am, again, this usually happens with most new liveries, I am growing, this one is growing on me a lot more than the old livery. When you kind of see them next to each other now, you do kind of see that, you know, there were too many straight lines in the old livery. I do miss the fact that the aircraft was mostly green. This one is a lot more white, but, you know, overall it's not that bad. But starting off at the front of the model now, we have the cockpit windows there, then the L1 door, then we have the Aer Lingus titles, the front landing gear, the windows. Nothing really to talk about much in that area, as it's just white. The green engines, the classic little, I don't know what you call these, the little sticky out bits on the top and the bottom of the engine that the A320 family Neo aircraft have. Then we have the winglets, of course. On the inside of the winglets, I think it's got the little clover, and then near the back of the aircraft there we have the tail with these 2 shades of green, and then the registration, which I cannot see to save my life. Then the Irish flag, of course, and yeah, this is due to start service to Washington Dulles. I'm not sure exactly when, but at least now I have it. This is of course replacing the 757 in the Aer Lingus fleet, the 757 being an aging aircraft and this being the same type of aircraft as the 757 being a single aisle transatlantic aircraft. At the moment these are operating to places like Boston from Shannon, to places like, and then there's another place that's on the tip of my tongue but I can't exactly remember where it is. Oh, it's going to annoy me forever, that one is. But they also fly to there and a lot of places around America mainly. I believe they do also fly these around Europe, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is due to start service to Dallas, as I said, and I'm glad that I've got it because it is a very nice model. And again, if you do want to pick this up, you can do, but NG models are a little bit unreliable when the trouble with NG models is they still receive orders after the plane has been sold out, so you're there waiting forever and you'll literally be waiting until you have to go up to them and say, where are my models? And you know, they just won't say anything to you ever if you've placed an order and they're out of stock. So that's helpful, but there we go. With NG models, you've just got to be fast with them and order them straight away if you want them. But now we're going to move on to the second model. Now the second model is one that I think, if you remember back to my 3 A350s video, the one where I unboxed 3 A350s, I think you'll remember that I said that there are actually 4 A350s that I ordered, and this is the 4th one. It's only come now. It is a Phoenix release, and the Phoenix A350s aren't amazing, but you know, it's okay. As long as this one isn't broken like the Air France one is, I think I'll be okay. But here we have the South African A350-900. This one doesn't go to Dulles as of yet, but there is speculation. I know at the moment there is a lot of umming and ahhing about what will happen to South African, whether they're actually going to survive through this whole, because of course with the coronavirus as well, travel numbers are a lot lower, and airlines that are on the edge like South African, their existence is questionable, and you know, it's going to be interesting to see whether they get through this. At the moment they're operating to Dulles the A330, which I do have from NG models. They're operating that to Johannesburg with a stop in Accra. Now there is speculation that South African are going to start flying the A350 to Washington Dulles direct from Johannesburg. They're currently doing that to JFK, so instead of the stop in Accra, just flying straight from Washington Dulles to Johannesburg. But with that said, we're just going to go ahead and open the box. So the A350 does have a slight difference in its livery. The South African logo is a little bit larger and it's a little bit further back as well. Apart from that, however, I think the aircraft is the same. And yep, okay, that's good. No broken model today. Let me just check all the landing gear that they're not gonna fall off on me. Yep, that does seem okay. And without further ado, I think we're just going to get stuck into the model now and have a look at it in detail. So this half of the plane, you can see it's a little bit Euro white. I think South African do actually make up for having a Euro white livery with their tail and their winglets, just because the South African flag is such a colourful flag. I think they do get away with having this part of the plane just being completely white. So of course we've got the cockpit windows there. The nose of the A350 is a little bit weird on the Phoenix molds, but it's okay. And then we have the South African titles, the L1 door, the L2 door, the forward landing gear, which is a little bit long, but there we go. And then we have the engines here, the main landing gear, which has some weird, I don't know if you can see that there, but it has some weird like sticky out bits, which aren't very realistic at all, but there we go. I hope you understand what I mean by sticky out bits. And then moving to the back of the aircraft now, we have the winglets, which I'll try and get the camera to focus on. They're extremely colourful as well. And on the back of the aircraft there, we have the, well, not the exact South African flag, but their interpretation of the South African flag, which is the South African Airways logo. Then there we have the registration which again I can't read, and the South African flag. But all in all, that is actually a very nice model. The A350-1000 is a little bit worse than the A350-900 for molds from Phoenix, so the A350-900 does get a pass from me. Apart from the Air France one I got, which did come broken, that's still broken, I'm still trying to fix that, but there we go. Apart from that, that does really conclude this unboxing. We've got two very nice aircraft from this unboxing. Again, with this giant unboxing with part 1 and part 2, no aircraft which are broken, which is a very nice thing. I've had, you know, unboxings where I unbox like one aircraft and it's just broken or something. So yeah, this is good. This is a good sign from all of these companies. Maybe not from Phoenix, as the A350 mold does need some work. But NG Models, I'm loving the A320 family molds so far from this plane, and Gemini Jets, you're doing a really good job at the moment of, you know, resurrecting your problems. But apart from that, that does conclude this unboxing. But yeah, with that, I hope you did enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.